Hello Cancer friends, thank you so much for tuning in for the November of 2021 Taroscope with Animal Totem. This is Vickieverlie, the rock and roll prophetess. I've been in the metaphysical field for over 30 years, and I create decks and channel and do all sorts of stuff. We're going to do the first part of the reading from one of the decks that I've created, the Rock and Roll Tarot deck. Then we're going to follow it up with the card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle card to get your animal totem for the month. If you are a level 2 Patreon supporter, there's going to be 4 additional clarifiers pulled, and we'll be using the Hobbit Tarot this month. I'm going to change things up a lot because I had a big realization. Many of you know I'm opening up for the personal year ahead readings, and a lot of you have been ordering, and I'm very appreciative of that. But the other thing is, what I did is I created some pay-per-view short, kind of tarot tasters. So you can it goes into a little bit of astrology, and it shows the format of the year ahead reading, basically. And you can also get a lot out of it. It's like a 20-minute reading, but that's, I put that up, and when I was doing that, I was thinking, the format that I use for this video is nothing like the format that I use when I do a personal reading. So I was just like, well, I should be doing this like I do the personal readings. Well, I'm going to give it a try this month, and you guys can let me know whether you like it or not. So when I do a personal reading, well, first thing I do is I start with a traditional Celtic cross, and then I keep going. I keep going until I find you in the deck, and then I look at the cards that are surrounding you when I do find you. So I'm going to do that for this month, and you guys can tell me what you think about it, if you like it better than the other way I did it or what. Okay, so this is for Cancer Sun sign, Cancer rising, Cancer moon, or anybody with predominant Cancer placements in their chart. Now, I'm not going to turn cards in reverse either, because I don't like being forced into, well, if it's in reverse, it's got to mean this. I don't like those hard and fast rules, because it's a looser psychic thing. It's a psychic art. It's not a set in stone kind of thing. So we're going to just lay out a traditional Celtic cross, and we're going to stop there for now. And then I'm going to keep going in a minute, and we're going to look for, now, if I were doing this as a personal reading, if you identify as female, I'd be looking for the Queen of Cups. If you identify as male, I'd be looking for the King of Cups. But since it's just a general reading, whoever shows out first, the King or the Queen, that's the one we're going to use. All right, you do have this struggle showing up in the beginning of the month. Stress and struggle. And it's getting you down. It looks like it's getting you down. I heard that. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you down. I don't know what song that is, but if I heard it, it's kind of an older song. That one's coming through. Don't let it get you down, Cancers. You guys can fall. It's one of the things. You're very emotional and you're very moody, and you can fall into depression. We're moving into eclipse season too. We're gonna have an eclipse on November 19th, a full moon lunar eclipse. So that's going to be a very powerful time to really release. And you, because your ruler is the moon, you're a lunar sign. The moon is your ruler in the astrology. You are very in touch with the new and full moons all the time anyway. They really affect you probably more than anybody, So it's going to be in the sign of Taurus. It's a time of releasing. So it's a time of releasing things that are holding you back and, keeping you down. You've got to make that decision to do so. You're going to make that decision. In the past, you've felt better and you felt stronger in the past, and for many of you, you're wanting to recapture that strength. You're looking back at that, like you feel like you've lost that in some way. And I feel like you can absolutely recapture that or regain your strength, but it may come in a different form than you're anticipating or that you think of. You do have the Page of Cups up here in the top. The Page of Cups is a water sign energy, or news coming in the time of water. Now, we are going to have a new moon in Scorpio on right at the beginning of the month on November 4th. New moon in Scorpio. Now, that's a water sign, and you're a water sign. So this could be also a very powerful new moon. Some sort of offer may show up or come on or about that new moon in Scorpio. The other thing is, we're going to be in Scorpio for nearly the whole month of November, for the first few weeks anyway. Two of Rods. You got to make a decision and get clear, and then there's going to be a plan. There is a way to get past through this struggle and find your footing again, find your strength again. There's some financial things are looking pretty good, and for some of you, this decision might be related to that. Like somebody might be calling you for a job, or somebody might be calling you for some kind of a financial investment or position or something like that. You've got to be open to new things. That's really key here. We're not going to go back to the past. We could have something that is just as good as the past or even better, but it's going to be different in some way. It's going to be a new opening or a new thing. Many of you have your sights set on this specific person. This specific person might be an air sign person, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or Libra, or this person might be somebody that you were dealing with in October during Libra time. They're saying don't put your sights on a specific person, because if you notice, this person is going off in this direction, and you're looking in this direction. The Fool is looking in this direction. The Offer is looking in this direction. The Strength is looking in this direction. So I don't feel like it's like anything like, oh, they hate me or I've been slighted. I feel like you're going in different directions. That's all. It's nothing to get all worked up about. It's okay. That just is the universe's way of kind of just showing you, hey, you're meant to go in this direction. And then for the final outcome here, we have the Justice card. And the Justice card often will talk about legal matters. So it could be for some of you, if you're dealing with some sort of legal matter, it could come to conclusion or fruition during this time frame. And fair is really standing out to me, so it'll be fair. The other thing is, though, a lot of times justice talks about karmatic justice. So it could be some sort of karmic thing that has come to the end of the road here. This thing keeps wanting to twist the other way. I don't know why that is. So it could be like karmatic justice. And it could be specifically dealing with that person, too. All right, so now we're going to do what I said. You are either the king or the queen, whoever shows up first. We're going to keep laying. I'm not going to interpret every single card in this spread. They're kind of, what I've called it in some of the other spreads was like, it's kind of filler. Sometimes some of them will pop out at me and I'll include it in, but for the most part, we're just going to look at the cards that fall out around you, okay? I've never seen another reader do this, ever. This is my own little thing that I came up with. I've been using this method for decades, so we'll see. There's the Knight of Cups, but that's not exactly what we said. We said King. There we go, King. This is going to be you. I can't believe this Tower. You know how many times this Tower has been out? I hope nothing like... I think this Tower has been out in every reading, practically. And of course, it's not the same significator in every reading. It's different. It's different. It's a different significator in every reading. So it's not like it's just there's the same two cards. It's different cards. I hope nothing big goes down this month. I'm kind of getting a little worried myself. I mean, Tower's showing up a lot. Well, Tower's showing up, but here's the other thing. We're in the eclipse season, so eclipses are going to bring about these big shakeups and turnabouts and whatnot. But here you are, and there's some kind of thing, and here's what I want to say about this. Somebody's trying to leave you out in the cold. Don't get left out in the cold. That's what they're saying. You have a lot of heartbreak and stress about it. Here's the thing, though. You've got somebody behind you. Like you've got, maybe this is the union behind you, or the legal system is behind you, or the company is behind you. You've got some kind of the Hierophant is behind you. You're not going to go up against this alone, and they're not going to get away with it. And that could also be why that justice, that could pertain to what was going on with that justice showing up in that the very first part of the Celtic cross over there. This could be, maybe you're going to have to get a lawyer and deal with it, but you're going to come out of it okay here. You've got this Empress here. That is the card of just like being beauty and all this stuff. I feel abundant. I feel beautiful. I'm safe. I'm content. Again, we're talking about some karmic thing, some karmic cycle that was going on for you. You would have stayed in bondage a much longer time had this not happened. Sometimes eclipses will do that. They'll shake things loose and get rid of things for you. Empress is also the pregnancy card, and you have the sun down here. You have this card with the children on it here. So for some of you, this could be something about, baby showing up. I feel like for some of you, you're a little bit older. And you're like, oh, that's the Tower. It's like, what? Pregnant? What? I thought I was perimenopausal. But what? You might have what they used to call like a change of life baby or something. So for some of you, that could be a thing. But there's a lot of stuff down here, reason to celebrate, good vibes. it's almost like you feel like I can't even trust it anymore. It's just like, I want to trust it. I want to believe it's true, but I'm like you know, you're steeped in fear and you're stressed. So we got to let that go. Let these good times happen. Spend time with people who love you and family and children and things like this. There's going to be a lot of that coming forward after the transition, you know, after whatever this big transition is here. Because there does seem to be some sort of really big transition coming up for you. But you always got to look at what comes out on the other side. We have all the beautiful cards on the other side, so I'm not that worried about it. Also, in the line above you, you do have the wish card popping up there, so, you know, that's good. And there are some other people here. I think these two might be the cause of it, but that's okay. You've got a new path to go on, as do we all, is what I'm hearing. Let's reach over and get your animal totem. Real quickly, yeah, I am open for the year ahead readings, and it's always my most popular. Thanks to everybody who's been ordering them. I really appreciate it. I've never raised the price on this. It's a look ahead. And again, if you want to just see what it's all about, or you don't want to spend that much, you just want to spend a little and look at the pay-per-view one. It's basically the same thing, but it's not curtailed specifically to you. You know, that's going to be the difference. Okay, so let's go ahead and get your animal totem for Cancer friends for November. The squirrel. The squirrel is always about being in abundance. It's about, you know, having plentifulness. Squirreling is having some saved away. Plentifulness, frolic and play. Planting seeds for future prosperity. Planting seeds. Moving with balance and grace and speed. Healing through grounding in the earth. Yeah, that healing through grounding in the earth. You know, the Empress doesn't have an element. She's not air, earth, water, fire, but she's definitely very earthy. You know, talk about grounding in the earth, you know, and the Empress is also healing. So you're going to get there. You're looking over here at the Empress. You have a way. The Empress is within your sight. It's within your grasp. But you got to get through this little bit of, you know, turmoil to get there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do the 4 clarifiers for the Patreon peeps. And by the way, Patreon peeps, if you haven't checked your account, all the 12 of the general year ahead readings are available for you as my gift for you. I wanted to just make a quick announcement about, you know, everybody's so worried about all of the ships are on the water. How are we going to buy our holiday gifts? You know, consider supporting an independent creator like me. Like, I have these journals. These are like $6, $7 or something on Amazon, free shipping with Prime. But not only me, there are many independent creators. You can check Etsy, you can check even YouTube. A lot of artists have been posting stuff on YouTube lately. So there are many independent creators out there who, you know, it would be great. You know, they'd be very happy to, you can put money and help an independent creator rather than giving it to a corporation that doesn't even pay taxes, you know. So that's, you know, just, I'm putting it out there. I mean, I have a bunch of stuff. Check out my website. It's for me too, but not only me. You know, you can find all kinds of great stuff created by independent creators, local, right here in your country or your town. And, you know, why not support them instead of worrying about ships not having the stuff that you need? Real quick, too, thanks for everybody who's been checking out my book, too. I'm still really excited about this. I get so excited when my new books come out. Yeah, so it's available also on Prime. It's on the Amazon Lending Library through Kindle. If you have that, you can get it for free. And, you know, it's available for free with a free trial on Audible. You can get it for free, too. It's only $11, so also very reasonable if you're interested in that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for all your support and everything that you do. Let me know if you like this format better. This is really how I do the readings in real life or for private clients. I don't lay out those the way I do it normally. So we might stick with this. We'll see what you guys think about it. Remember, you're Love and Beauty Incarnate. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button and everything that you do to support me on YouTube. It's really appreciated for the YouTube algorithm. Have the best month ever. Don't forget, it's eclipse season, so things are going to be turmoil. Grounding in the earth. That's what you need to do, Cancer. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye.